understand English when people speak, but feel afraid to speak yourself?
Yeah, maybe you know many English words, but when it's your turn to talk, your mind suddenly becomes empty.
Or maybe you translate every sentence in your head. You think about grammar. You worry about mistakes.
And then you stay quiet. You understand everything, but you don't speak.
If this sounds like you, don't worry. You're not alone. Many English learners feel shy or nervous when speaking.
It's not because your English is bad, and it's not because you're not smart.
It simply means your mind is not trained yet to speak English confidently.
And that's exactly what we will help you do today.
In this episode, you will learn how to train your mind to speak English with confidence in real situations.
We'll help you stop overthinking, stop translating too much, and start speaking more naturally.
You'll learn simple ideas, real conversations, and practical habits you can use every day.
So if you want to speak English without fear,
If you want to express your ideas clearly,
and if you want to feel confident when talking to people,
take a deep breath
relax.
and stay with us.
Today, you begin training your mind to speak English confidently. Hello, and welcome back to Motive English, your calm place to learn easy English through real-life conversations. I'm Emma.
And I'm Alex. We're really happy you're here with us today.
Maybe you're listening on your way to work, sitting in your room, relaxing on your bed, or taking a quiet walk somewhere.
Or maybe you're just taking a short break and want to improve your English step by step in a simple and relaxed way.
Wherever you are, this is your safe space to learn, practice, and grow your English with confidence.
And today we're talking about something many English learners struggle with: speaking confidently.
Yes, many people understand English very well. They listen, they read, they learn vocabulary, but speaking feels difficult.
Sometimes your heart beats faster when you want to speak English.
Sometimes you worry about mistakes.
Sometimes you feel shy or nervous when talking to others.
And if you feel this way, we want you to know something important.
This is completely normal.
Every English learner experiences this at some point. Confidence doesn't come in one day. It grows slowly with practice.
Here, you don't need perfect grammar.
You don't need perfect pronunciation.
You just need to relax, listen, and try.
In this podcast, we use simple English, clear ideas, and real-life situations to help you feel comfortable speaking.
If you don't understand every word, that's okay. Just keep listening. Understanding grows naturally with time.
Think of this time as a calm conversation between friends.
No pressure, no stress, just learning together.
So take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's start training your mind to speak English with confidence.
Let's talk honestly about the real problem many learners face. It's not vocabulary, it's not grammar books, it's not even pronunciation. The real problem is fear. The fear of speaking English out loud in front of other people.
Yes, and this fear can feel very strong. You may understand English very well when you listen. You may read articles and watch videos easily, but when it is time to speak, your confidence suddenly disappears.
One big fear is the fear of making mistakes. You worry that your grammar will be wrong. You worry that your sentence sounds strange. You imagine people noticing every small error you make.
And because of that fear, you start overthinking. Before you say one simple sentence, your brain checks the grammar 2 or 3 times. You think about tenses, word order, and pronunciation, all at the same time.
While you are thinking, the conversation continues. Other people are speaking. The moment passes. And then you decide it's safer to stay quiet.
This happens a lot in class. The teacher asks a question. You know the answer in your head. You feel ready for 1 second, but then you think, what if I say it wrong? So you lower your eyes and let someone else answer.
The same thing happens when meeting new people. Imagine someone asks, "Where are you from?" You know how to answer. It's a simple question, but you still feel nervous and speak very softly or very quickly.
Or maybe at work, your manager asks for your opinion during a meeting. You have an idea. You want to share it, but you think, my English is not good enough. So you say nothing, even though your idea is valuable.
Another common situation is sending messages online. You type a message in English, then you read it again and again. You change small words. You check the grammar. Sometimes you delete the whole message because you are not sure.
And later, you feel frustrated. You think, why didn't I just send it? But in that moment, fear feels stronger than confidence.
Many learners also translate every sentence in their head before speaking. First, you think in your native language, then you try to change it into English. This takes time and creates more pressure.
When you translate too much, speaking becomes slow and stressful. You feel like your brain is working too hard. Instead of communicating naturally, you are fighting with your own thoughts.
Because of this fear and overthinking, you start staying silent more often. You become the quiet person in the room, not because you have nothing to say, but because you are afraid to say it in English.
And when you stay silent again and again, something important happens. Your confidence becomes smaller. You begin to believe that you are bad at speaking, even if that is not true.
So the real problem is not your English level. The real problem is confidence. When confidence goes down, speaking goes down too.
Exactly. Confidence problem becomes a speaking problem. And the less you speak, the less confident you feel. It becomes a cycle.
But here is something very important. This cycle can change. Fear is not a permanent condition. It is just a habit your mind has learned.
And habits can be trained. Just like you train your vocabulary and your listening skills, you can also train your confidence.
In the next part, we're going to look at how to slowly change this pattern, not by becoming perfect, but by learning how to speak even when you feel a little nervous.
Because confidence does not come before speaking. Confidence grows because of speaking.
And today, we start building that confidence together.
Let's imagine you are at a class, a small event, or maybe a friend introduces you to someone new. You want to speak English confidently and make a good impression, but suddenly your mind becomes empty and your thoughts disappear. You start thinking, what if I say something wrong and they notice my mistake?
Yes, and in that exact moment, fear begins to control your body and your thinking. You overthink every single word, you worry too much about grammar rules, and instead of speaking naturally like yourself, you stay quiet and just smile nervously.
Let's show the shy version first, so everyone can recognize this feeling clearly. This is how many learners react when fear is stronger than confidence.
Hi, my name is Alex. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Emma.
And then there is silence, and it feels uncomfortable and long. You want to continue the conversation and say something interesting, but you truly do not know what to say next. Your brain is busy translating and checking grammar instead of focusing on real communication.
Now let's see the confident version. And remember something important. It is not perfect English, it is not advanced vocabulary, and it is not complicated grammar. It is just natural, simple, and clear speaking.
Hi, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you. Is this your first time here?
Hi, Alex. I'm Emma. Yes, it's my first time here, actually. What about you? Have you been here before?
Can you see the difference clearly now? The confident version is not using difficult words or long sentences. It is just simple sentences and one small friendly question to keep the conversation moving forward.
Confidence is not about perfect English or sounding like a native speaker. It is about continuing the conversation, even if your English is simple, and even if you make small mistakes along the way.
Now imagine you are at a restaurant and you are sitting at the table with the menu in your hand. You understand most of the menu, but when the waiter starts walking toward you, your heart suddenly starts beating very fast.
You start thinking, what if I pronounce the food name wrong and they laugh? What if the waiter does not understand my accent? What if I forget the words completely? And because of these thoughts, you panic.
Here is the shy version that many learners experience in real life. Listen carefully and notice how fear changes the way you speak.
This? Chicken? 1.
Sorry?
Chicken. Please.
You can clearly hear the fear inside those broken sentences. The message is there, but the mind is stressed, and stress blocks natural speaking ability.
Now let's try the confident version. And again, it is not complicated English. It is just calm, simple, and respectful communication. Hi, I'd like the grilled chicken, please.
Sure, no problem. Would you like anything to drink with that?
Yes, just water, please. Thank you very much.
That is it. Very simple sentences, very clear structure, and no complex grammar rules. The only difference is that the speaker feels calm and chooses to speak clearly.
When you speak slowly and clearly, people understand you much more easily than you think. Even if your grammar is not perfect or your pronunciation is not perfect, real communication still happens successfully. Now imagine you are lost in a new city and you are holding your phone, looking confused. You need directions to find the bus station, but you feel too shy to stop someone and ask for help.
Or maybe you are sitting in a workplace meeting and someone explains something important. You do not fully understand, but you stay silent because you are afraid of making a mistake or asking a stupid question.
Here is the shy version that fear creates in these moments. Listen to how hesitation changes the sentence.
Excuse, where, bus, sorry?
The message is there, and people may understand you, but fear makes the sentence unclear and uncomfortable. You are speaking, but you are not confident.
Now listen to the confident version, which is still simple and easy to learn. It is polite, clear, and calm. Excuse me, could you tell me where the bus station is?
Or in a meeting situation, you can say something like this in a calm voice. Sorry, could you explain that part again? I just want to make sure I understand everything correctly.
Notice something very important here. Confidence changes everything about how your English sounds. The grammar is still simple, but the tone becomes calm, respectful, and clear.
The real change is not vocabulary, and it is not intelligence. The real change is mindset. Because when you stop fearing mistakes, your sentences automatically become stronger and more natural.
Fear makes you silent and small, and it keeps your English trapped inside your head. Confidence makes you speak, even if your English is still growing.
And always remember that every confident English speaker you see today was once a shy learner who was afraid to open their mouth and speak.
The only real difference is that they decided to speak anyway, even when they felt nervous and unsure.
So next time you are in a real situation, like meeting someone, ordering food, or asking a question, do not wait for perfect English to arrive.
Just use simple sentences, speak slowly, breathe calmly, and continue the conversation step by step.
Because confidence comes first, and English improves after. Now, in this part, we want to talk about something a little deeper, but still very simple and practical to understand. Before your speaking improves outside, your thinking must improve inside. The way you think about English will always control the way you speak English in real life.
Yes, inside your mind, there are usually two different voices when you want to speak. One is the fear voice that tries to stop you, and the other is the confident voice that pushes you forward. The voice you decide to listen to will always decide your speaking result.
The fear voice sounds like this in your head. Don't speak right now. You will make a mistake. Your grammar is wrong. People will judge you. It sounds protective, but in reality, it blocks your growth.
The confident voice sounds much calmer and kinder to you. It says, "It's okay to make mistakes. Just try your best. Speak slowly. You are still learning." This voice does not promise perfection, but it promises progress.
The problem is that many learners believe the fear voice is telling the truth. They think mistakes are embarrassing and show weakness, so they keep waiting until their English becomes perfect before they speak.
But perfect English never comes before speaking happens. Improvement always comes after practice, not before it. If you always wait to feel ready, you will always find a reason to stay silent.
Mistakes are not signs of failure or low intelligence. Mistakes are signs that you are practicing and stretching your ability. Every mistake teaches you something important for next time.
Think about a child learning to walk for the first time. The child falls many times, but nobody says, "Stop trying until you can walk perfectly." The child keeps moving, and walking slowly becomes natural.
English speaking works exactly the same way in real life. You speak, you make small mistakes, you learn from them, and then you speak again with more awareness. That is how confidence grows naturally and slowly.
Another very important mind training idea is this simple rule: speak first, improve later. Many learners try to improve everything first and then speak, but that order usually does not work.
When you speak first, even using very simple and basic sentences, your brain starts building strong connections in English. Your mouth, your ears, and your mind begin working together as one system.
If you only study grammar rules and never practice speaking out loud, your knowledge stays trapped inside your head. It becomes passive knowledge that you understand, but cannot use easily in conversation.
That is why thinking in English is also very important for mind training. Instead of translating every sentence from your native language, try forming small and direct ideas straight in English.
For example, instead of thinking in your language and then translating slowly, just think simple thoughts like, "I am tired," or "I need water," or "This is interesting." Short thoughts create faster speaking.
At first, thinking in English feels slow, uncomfortable, and even strange. But if you practice every day with small, easy sentences, your brain will slowly adapt and feel more natural.
And remember clearly, you do not need a big or advanced vocabulary to think in English. Simple and common words are more than enough to build confidence and fluency step by step.
Another key idea for training your mind is to speak slowly and calmly. Many learners believe that speaking fast means speaking fluently, but that idea is not true at all.
Speaking slowly actually shows confidence, control, and clarity. When you slow down your speech, you have more time to choose your words carefully, and your listener understands you much better.
Also, when you accept that mistakes are normal, your body becomes more relaxed. When your body relaxes, your mind becomes clearer. And when your mind is clear, speaking becomes much easier.
So do not fight your mistakes or feel angry about them. Accept them, notice them, learn from them quietly, and then continue speaking without stopping your progress.
Do not wait to become perfect before you open your mouth to speak. Perfection is not the goal of communication. Clear and confident communication is the real goal.
Train your mind every day to choose the confident voice instead of the fear voice. Each time you speak, even a little, you are building courage inside yourself.
Confidence is not something you suddenly find one morning. It is something you build slowly by speaking again and again in real situations, even when you feel nervous.
So from today, when you feel fear in your chest or doubt in your mind, do not run away from the opportunity. Speak slowly, use simple sentences, and allow yourself to grow naturally.
Because when your mind becomes stronger and calmer, your English will also become stronger and clearer. Everything starts inside your thinking first. In this part, we want to give you something very practical and easy to follow every single day. Confidence does not grow only from motivation, it grows from daily habits. Small actions repeated daily will slowly change your English.
Yes, and today we will share 3 simple confidence habits you can practice every day. They are not difficult, they do not require many hours, and anyone can start immediately. The key is consistency, not perfection.
The first habit begins in the morning, right after you wake up. Before you check your phone or start your busy day, say one simple English sentence out loud. It can be something small like, "Today will be a good day," or "I feel a little tired but ready."
This small action trains your brain to start the day in English. It tells your mind that English is not only for studying, but also for living. Even one sentence spoken clearly can build confidence.
You can also add one short thinking exercise in the morning. While brushing your teeth or getting dressed, describe what you are doing in simple English. For example, "I am brushing my teeth," or "I am choosing my clothes." It may feel strange at first, but this is how you train yourself to think in English naturally. You are not translating long paragraphs. You are building small, direct thoughts. The second habit happens during your normal daily activities. When you need to speak English, try speaking first before translating in your head. Even if the sentence is simple, let it come out naturally. Many learners lose confidence because they translate every word from their native language. Translation makes speaking slow and stressful. Instead, allow yourself to form short and clear sentences directly. If you cannot find the perfect word, do not stop speaking completely. Use easier words to explain your idea. Communication is more important than perfect vocabulary. For example, if you forget a specific word, describe it in a simple way. If you forget the word receipt, you can say, "the paper from the shop." This keeps the conversation moving. Another powerful daytime habit is to speak a little more than usual. Ask one extra question, make one extra comment, or share one simple opinion. Small extra effort builds big confidence over time.
And remember to speak slowly during the day. When you slow down, your fear becomes smaller and your control becomes stronger. Slow speaking is confident speaking.
The third habit happens at night before you sleep. Take 5 minutes to review a few words or phrases you use during the day. You do not need long study time, just short reflection. Ask yourself simple questions like, "What English did I use today?" Or "Where did I feel nervous?" Or "What sentence did I say well?" This reflection helps you see progress clearly. Many learners think they are not improving because they do not notice small growth. But if you look carefully, you will see that your sentences are becoming easier and faster. You can also write 2 or 3 simple sentences about your day in English. For example, "Today I spoke to a new person," or "I ordered food in English." Writing helps strengthen memory. Most importantly, notice your progress, not only your mistakes. When you see improvement, even small improvement, your confidence grows naturally.
Confidence is built from action, not from waiting. When you follow these 3 daily habits, morning speaking, daytime courage, and night reflection, your English will slowly become stronger. Do not try to change everything at once. Start with one small habit today and repeat it tomorrow. Small daily practice creates long-term results. And remember, confidence is not something special that only a few people have. It is something you build step by step with simple daily actions. So tomorrow morning, begin with one sentence. During the day, try speaking first. At night, review and notice your growth. If you do this consistently, your fear will become smaller and your confident voice will become louder.
And that is how daily habits turn into real English confidence. Now we are entering one of the most important parts of this episode, the real speaking practice section. This is where you stop only listening and you start using your voice clearly. Do not just hear us, speak with us confidently.
Yes, this is your moment to train your mouth and your mind together. Find a quiet space if you can, sit comfortably, and speak out loud after us. Confidence grows when sound comes out of your mouth.
We will say a sentence first, then you repeat after us, slowly and clearly. Do not worry about accent or perfection. Focus on strong, calm speaking.
Ready? Take a small breath and relax your shoulders. Let's begin with powerful confidence phrases.
Repeat after me. I can speak English. Say it slowly and clearly, and feel the meaning of every word inside your mind.
Again, I can speak English. Even if your English is simple, this sentence is still true.
Next sentence. I am not afraid of mistakes. Say it with strength, even if you still feel a little fear.
Again, I am not afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning, and you are growing every day.
Now repeat. Let me try. This is a small sentence, but it opens many doors.
Again, let me try. Trying is always better than staying silent.
Next phrase. Can you repeat, please? This sentence helps you in real conversations when you do not understand.
Again, can you repeat, please? Asking for repetition is not weakness, it is smart communication.
Now let's practice daily expressions you can use anywhere. Repeat after me. Excuse me. Short, polite, and very powerful.
Again, excuse me. You can use it to start a question or get someone's attention.
Next one. Could you help me? Say it clearly and calmly.
Again, could you help me? Simple words, strong confidence.
Now repeat. I don't understand. It is honest and very useful.
Again, I don't understand. Clear communication is better than pretending.
Let's combine confidence and daily English together. Repeat. I am learning and I am improving. Feel the progress in that sentence. Again, I am learning and I am improving. Growth happens step by step. Final sentence for this section. Repeat after me. I will speak even if I feel nervous. This is true courage. Again, I will speak even if I feel nervous. Bravery is not the absence of fear. It is speaking anyway. Very good. If you repeated these sentences out loud, you are already building real confidence. Speaking practice is not only about grammar, it is about training your mindset. Come back to this section every day if you can. Repeat the phrases, add your own sentences, and speak with strength. The more you use your voice, the stronger it becomes. Remember, confidence grows through action, not through waiting. Every time you repeat these sentences, you are training yourself to believe them. And when you believe them, your English will start sounding more natural and more powerful. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and never stay silent. Now we are going to slow down and carefully explain some important vocabulary words from this episode. When you truly understand these words deeply, your speaking becomes clearer, stronger, and more confident in real situations. Let's take each word slowly, simply, and with practical examples you can use immediately.
The first word is confidence. Confidence means believing that you can do something, even if you are still learning and not perfect yet. For example, you can say, I have confidence when I speak slowly and clearly.
Confidence does not mean you are perfect or that you never feel nervous inside. It simply means you trust yourself enough to try and continue speaking. When you speak, even with small mistakes, that is confidence in action.
The next word is hesitate. Hesitate means to pause or stop for a moment because you feel unsure, shy, or nervous. For example, I hesitate when I speak to new people in English.
When you hesitate too much, your sentences break and your message becomes less clear. But if you accept small pauses and continue speaking anyway, hesitation slowly becomes smaller over time.
Now let's talk about the word mistake. A mistake is something incorrect that actually helps you learn and grow. For example, I made a grammar mistake yesterday, but I learned the correct form later.
Mistakes are not enemies that you should fear. They are teachers that show you what to improve next time. Every time you correct a mistake, your English becomes a little stronger.
The next word is fluent. Fluent means speaking smoothly, naturally, and comfortably without stopping too much. For example, she speaks English fluently at work.
But remember something very important. Fluency does not mean speaking fast or using very difficult vocabulary. Fluency means speaking clearly and comfortably, even with simple words.
Now we have the word progress. Progress means improvement that happens slowly over time. For example, I see progress in my English compared to last year.
Progress is sometimes small and quiet, so you must pay attention to notice it. If you can speak more easily today than before, that is real progress.
The next word is practice. Practice means doing something again and again so you can become better at it. For example, I practice speaking English for 10 minutes every day.
Without practice, confidence cannot grow naturally. Even 5 minutes of daily speaking practice can create big changes after some weeks or months.
The next word is fear. Fear is the feeling of being afraid, worried, or nervous about something. For example, I feel fear when I speak English in front of many people.
Fear is completely normal, especially when learning something new. But fear should not control your decisions. When you speak, even with fear, you become braver each time.
The final word is improve. Improve means to become better than before, step by step. For example, I want to improve my pronunciation and sound clearer.
Improvement is not one big moment of success. It is a journey of small steps taken every day. If you practice, accept mistakes, and keep speaking, you will definitely improve.
Now let's quickly recap everything we learned in this episode together. We talked about fear, confidence, daily habits, and the importance of speaking first instead of waiting to become perfect.
We learned that the real problem is usually not grammar or vocabulary. The real problem is fear inside the mind. When confidence grows, speaking becomes easier and more natural.
We also practiced strong, confident sentences together out loud. Remember, repetition builds belief, and belief builds stronger and clearer communication skills.
And we carefully explained important vocabulary words that help you understand and express your ideas more clearly. These words are tools you can now use in real conversations.
Now it is your turn to take action after listening. Do not close this episode and forget everything you learned. Choose one small habit and start practicing today.
We also want to hear your honest thoughts and experiences. What makes you afraid to speak English? Is it grammar mistakes, pronunciation problems, or fear of judgment?
Write your answer in the comments and be honest with yourself. When you share your challenge openly, you are already taking one brave step towards confidence.
And if this episode helped you feel even a little more confident, practice the speaking section again tomorrow. The more you use your voice, the stronger and clearer it becomes.
Keep speaking, keep practicing, and always remember this simple truth. Confidence comes first, and English improves after.
We truly believe in your progress, and we will continue practicing together step by step. See you in the next episode.